Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching SAMAA News. Here are today's headlines. USN and Iranian officials have said that they had reached an agreement to end their war and reopen the Strait of Hormuz. US President Donald Trump wrote on his Truth Social platform, "The deal with Iran is now complete." His post came shortly after Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, whose country has served as a mediator, announced a deal had been struck. The Memorandum of Understanding is scheduled to be officially signed on Friday in Switzerland. The precise terms were not immediately known. In a statement, Iran's Supreme National Security Council said war and military operations on all fronts, including Lebanon, would end permanently starting on Monday night. Iranian media has released details of a proposed Memorandum of Understanding between Iran and the United States. According to Iranian media, the reported 14-point draft provides for the release of $24 billion in frozen Iranian assets during a 60-day negotiation period. The reported memorandum proposes that the Strait of Hormuz will be opened on Friday after the agreement is signed, while the US naval blockade would also be completely lifted within the same period. According to the report, Washington would withdraw forces from around Iran and allow traffic through the Strait of Hormuz to resume under Iranian supervision. President Donald Trump has criticized Israel's latest strike on Beirut, saying the attack should not have happened while a peace deal with Iran is within reach. In a post on Truth Social, Trump said all sides must stand down and urged both Israel and Hezbollah to halt attacks. He added that a broader agreement could bring peace to the region, including Lebanon, and warned against actions that could derail the process. At least 3 people have been killed and 15 others wounded in an Israeli airstrike on Beirut's southern suburb of Dahiyeh. According to Lebanese civil defense authorities, search and rescue operations remain underway in the Goberi area as crews continue clearing debris. Meanwhile, an Iranian military commander warned that the attack would not go unanswered, raising fears of further escalation in an already volatile region. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has said that lasting regional security cannot be achieved by excluding Iran from emerging security arrangements. Speaking in Tehran, Araghchi said countries in the region increasingly recognize that stability, economic development, and security depend on cooperation and shared interests. He also stressed that any new regional security framework must be based on collective participation by all countries. 4 people have been killed, while the Kyiv-Pechersk Lavra monastery, a symbol of Ukrainian spiritual and cultural history, has caught fire in the heaviest Russian air attack on the Ukrainian capital in 2 weeks. Timur Tkachenko, the head of the capital's military administration, said the central Kyiv-Pechersk Lavra monastery, a UNESCO World Heritage Site founded in 1051, was seriously damaged in a direct attack. As towering flames rose over the monastery, residents took shelter underground in the worst Russian attack on Ukraine since early June. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer has said he will ban social media sites for under-16s and impose restrictions on gaming and live streaming platforms in a fight back against big tech that goes further than any other country. Starmer said the sweeping changes will give kids their childhood back, outlining measures against platforms including Snapchat, TikTok, and Instagram, as well as gaming sites that allow strangers to communicate with children. He told a press conference, "It is clear that a full ban is the right choice." Oil prices have slipped to their lowest since March after US President Donald Trump and Iran's deputy foreign minister said they had reached an initial deal to end the war and to resume traffic through the Strait of Hormuz. Brent crude futures have fallen $4.08 or 4.7% to $83.25 a barrel, and US West Texas Intermediate was at $80.53, down $4.35 or 5.1%. Both contracts fell to their lowest levels since March 10th on Monday, after tumbling more than 3% on Friday. Iran has said that respect for Lebanon's sovereignty and territorial integrity is a central component of an interim memorandum of understanding being negotiated with the United States. Foreign Ministry spokesperson Esmail Bagay said Lebanon remains a critical part of the framework and confirmed that Iran is closely monitoring regional developments as talks progress.
He said the proposed agreement also aims to address wider regional hostilities and end conflict across multiple fronts. Bagai said significant progress had been made in the past 24 hours of negotiations and added that diplomatic visits are expected ahead of a possible signing in Switzerland. He stressed that any final deal must include guarantees on regional security and full implementation of commitments.
That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching SAMAA News.